Hey, good evening, everyone. Terrific Thursday. Today is Terrific Thursday. And I have a business coach. His name is JC, and he also knows a ton about nutrition. And he's got like this business coaching manual. It's like this stick that we're going through. And he told me this story today about nutrition that like completely gave me perspective, and I have to share this with you. I have to share this with you. All right. So basically, we all know the story of the tortoise and the hare, right? The hare is like super fast, super quick, and the tortoise is like very slow, and like you're like, obviously the hare is gonna win this race. So what am I talking about with nutrition? Are you the tortoise or the hare? What am I talking about? So the hare wants to lose 31 pounds. Well, guess what? So does the tortoise. So they both want a goal-driven nutrition plan, all right? The hare says, dude, I want this weight off yesterday. I'm willing to do what it takes. And the hare means it. The hare is pumped. And the tortoise is like, hey, I too would like to get this weight off fairly quickly. But I want to be able to keep it off, and I want to think big picture. And the hare is like, okay, you're dumb. I just want it off yesterday. So the hare goes in 1,000-calorie deficit. Okay, 1,000-calorie deficit. The hare is like, I am in it to win it, baby. And the tortoise elects for a 300-calorie deficit. Okay, so let's fast forward on their journey. In 3.4 months, the hare is at goal. The hare is at goal. The hare has lost 31 pounds of body fat. The hare is a little tired. The hare's wife is kind of upset with them because they have not gone out in the last 3.5 months. The hare's friends are like, hey, do we have our friend back? And can we finally go out again? Can you start eating normally? And the hare is like, yeah, let's do it. Let's celebrate. Hey, he takes his wife out on date nights. He goes and eats all the foods that he's given up the last 3.5 months. But he's down 31 pounds. And the hare at this point is laughing at the tortoise because the tortoise is down 7 pounds. So he's like, ha ha, your approach sucks, you stupid turtle. But the turtle is kind of like, yeah, I'm only down 7 pounds. But I've gone out on a date night every night. My wife was supportive of me. You know, my family, they feel maybe I should be losing a little quicker, but they're behind me. They're supporting me. I'm still going out with my friends. I'm still enjoying holidays. So, you know, I'm just going to keep going. All right, so that first check-in, that first 3 months, it looks like the hare is just rocking and rolling. The tortoise is not the way to go. So now we're going to go to 6 months later, okay? 6 months later, from all the celebrating and restriction, the hare's gained actually 20 pounds back, and the hare's considering going on another sprint, but every time he brings it up, his wife threatens divorce, and his friends threaten to disown him. They're all saying, you're not going to go back on that crazy diet, are you? Please don't. We don't want to lose our friend. And his wife's like, you go back on that diet. I'm just calling the divorce lawyer. I swear it, I'm calling him. So he's kind of conflicted. You know, he's just going to kind of chill, maybe kind of watch what he eats a little bit. But he's still down 10, you know. At 6 months, the tortoise is now down 15 pounds. Now people are starting to notice, and they're like, dang, man, are you on a diet or something? The tortoise is like, well, kind of. They're like, that's crazy, because I just saw you like have a beer last weekend. You can't be on a diet. And the tortoise is like, yeah, I am. It's just a really small caloric restriction, so it's not as drastic. So they're like, oh, okay, rock on, tortoise. Keep it up. So he's getting a lot of encouragement from his friends and family because they don't even really know he's on a diet, okay? So now we're going to fast forward another 6 months, okay? The hare is now filing bankruptcy for his divorce. The hare has gained all his weight back plus 20 pounds, okay? The hare has emotional issues from yo-yo dieting, and that's part of the reason that the hare is in bankruptcy is because he's got to pay for all this therapy and counseling. The hare's metabolism is wrecked. You know, he kind of went back on a mini cut, the 1,000-calorie deficit. That's why he's divorced. His wife is like, I'm out, okay? And the tortoise is at his goal. The tortoise is down 31 pounds. No one knew the last year that he was even like on any diet or really knew that he was really watching what he ate. There were just a few times where his portion sizes were a little bit smaller. There were a few times where the tortoise like didn't go out on a Friday, but then went out on a Saturday. But for the most part, people are like, what did you just do? Okay, this is called the compound effect. The tortoise chose the method of nutrition where a very small deficit was created, and then he went on living his life, and he had the support of others. I've done the hare, okay? I've literally, when I was getting ready for a competition in 2004, I literally went to Thanksgiving dinner with a bag of oatmeal pre-weighed and a bag of chicken breast pre-weighed. How do you think that made the people who made this great Thanksgiving dinner feel? They didn't feel too hot, on the fact that I'm on my diet. You know what I'm saying? So literally, when you have that magnifying glass, you just don't get a lot of the support from your friends and family, because your diet is now like kind of infringing upon them. They love you. They want to spend time with you. They want to have a life with you. They want to go out with you. It's not a bad thing. Okay, so when we talk about mind, body, spirit, it is just as important to nourish the mind, the psychological aspect of your nutrition plan, and what I call the spiritual is like the friends, the family, the soul. It's important that you nourish that as well, because that's your support system. If you ignore your support system or put them on hold, it might sound very admirable. You're like, hey, I'm losing. This is an investment in me. Well, remember, the tortoise made an investment in himself as well. So they're both on a goal-driven nutrition program. So it's not like the tortoise was just like eating Oreo sleeves and whatnot. No, the tortoise just took a more sustainable and smaller deficit approach, okay? So keep that in mind, that when you're on your nutrition plan, the more noticeable it is to others, and noticeable in a bad way, meaning, like people notice that you're dieting. They're like, why can't you ever go out? Why you used to do this and now you don't do it anymore? Now, some habits are probably better off being, left behind, but not like the habit of going out with friends, not the habit of living the life. And that you have foods that you love, that you're going to eat anyway. It's probably not a good idea that you abstain from foods that you absolutely love for long periods of time, because then after that long period of time, and you hit that goal, you're gonna go back and eat those foods in like major abundance, like too much abundance, okay? And then it's gonna show. So take the tortoise approach to your nutrition. It is more sustainable, it is more lifestyle based, and again, you have people supporting you. They're like, man, this is awesome, great job, as opposed to people being like, don't get back on that diet. Whatever you do, don't get back on the diet. You know what I'm saying? And definitely invest in yourself. Definitely invest in nutritional coaching. But give yourself time. That's the number one takeaway from this. And the last thing I'll leave you with is the tortoise never stopped growing. Yeah, the tortoise was definitely a 300 calorie deficit. It's not a lot. The tortoise definitely took a slower approach, but every day was growing. And we all know what the hare did. The hare would sprint and then stop, sprint and then stop, okay? Hey, life is a 1,000,000-mile race. We can't afford to stop, okay? Even if we're just growing an inch, we gotta keep going forward and keep trying to chip away at that 1,000,000 miles. And that's just life in general. So you wanna find a program that you can grow with, that you always feel like a winner. You don't feel like, oh my gosh, I gotta take a break from this diet. Goodness, it is getting to me. I just can't stand it anymore. Because then you are gonna take a break and you're gonna stop growing in that realm. Okay? So don't think goal-driven nutrition, think growth-driven nutrition. Is your nutrition plan sustainable for the next 60 years and allowing you to grow? And then, like the tortoise, after a year, he lost his 31 pounds, and now he can say, well, that was not that bad. Now I'm gonna go for another 20. Okay, with a hare, lost the 31 pounds in 3 months, gained it all back in the year, plus 20, and is just too busy dealing with bankruptcy and divorce court than getting back on a nutrition plan. So think growth driven. What can I grow with? Like Adam Sandler said when he's singing, I think it was in 50 First Dates, or it might have been The Wedding. It was The Wedding Singer, and he's like, I want to grow old with you. You want to find a diet that you can grow old with and continue to show improvements. And that's only going to be a sustainable approach. No more of the hare. The hare loses, man. We all read that book when we were in kindergarten, okay? Be the tortoise. Okay, I wish it was the hare and the shark. It would be a lot more sexy if I said be the shark, but that's just not how it was written. Tortoise and hare, or hare and tortoise. So just think of that, think of longevity. Hopefully there was a nugget that you got. I like to be silly sometime, that's just me, but hopefully there was a nugget that you got from this, okay? When you go to formulate your nutrition plan or you hire a coach, I know you want the weight off yesterday. I want to lose some weight yesterday, I really do. But I know that if I take the hare approach, it's not going to be sustainable, and then I'm just going to be doing the same yo-yo over and over, and I'm not going to grow. And really, I'm at the point where I want to grow. I want to grow every single day, and a sustainable plan is going to allow me to do that. So, all right, rock and roll. Have a fantastic evening, and on into the weekend tomorrow. Rock and roll, guys.